Top 10 largest economies in East Africa. Hello and welcome back to Baby Zone. The report projects the East African region's GDP would moderate at 4% in 2022 before recovering to 4.7% in 2023. Buoyed by the reopening of the economies, the projected strong growth is not homogeneous across the region. The region has its top performers, and these are top 10 economies in Eastern Africa. Number 10. Malawi. Malawi economy, which is predominantly agriculture, is the 10th largest economy in East Africa. In 2021, the share of agriculture in Malawi's gross domestic product was 22.73%. Industry contributed approximately 18.38%, and the services sector contributed about 52.44%. Malawi invests more in agriculture as a share of GDP than any other African country, 28% of GDP. Number 9. Madagascar. Madagascar's GDP in 2021 was estimated at $14.6 billion, making it the 9th largest economy in East Africa. Madagascar registered a sporadic economic growth from 2017 through 2019 and then suffered a contraction in 2020. Growth resumed in 2021 and is expected to pick up 4.2% in 2023 and 4.6% in 2024. The agriculture sector constituted 29% of Malagasy GDP in 2021. With insufficient domestic demand, Madagascar's economy is dependent on the exportation of their agricultural products. Madagascar's other sources of growth are tourism, agriculture, and extractive industries. Number 8. Mozambique. The economy of Mozambique is $16 billion gross domestic product as of 2021, thanks to fiscal reforms, including the introduction of a value-added tax and reform of the customs service. This has improved the government's revenue collection abilities. In Mozambique, agriculture is a mainstay of the economy and employs more than 60% of the labor force. In 2020, agriculture contributed around 25.58% to the GDP of Mozambique. 21.78% came from the industry and 41.48% from the service sector. Number 7. Zambia. Though the first decade of the 21st century, the economy of Zambia was one of the fastest growing economies in Africa, and its capital, Lusaka, was the fastest growing city in the Southern African Development Community, SADC. But in recent years, Zambia's economic performance has stalled due to declining copper prices, significant fiscal deficits, and energy shortages. The GDP in Zambia was worth $21.2 billion as by 2021. According to official data from the World Bank, the GDP value of Zambia represents 0.02% of the world economy. Number 6. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country in southern Africa, known for its dramatic landscape and diverse wildlife. Much of it is within parks, reserves, and safari areas. With a GDP of $26.09 billion, the economy of Zimbabwe is the 6th largest in Eastern Africa and the 17th largest in Africa. The main exports of Zimbabwe are minerals, gold, and agriculture. Tourism also plays a key role in Zimbabwe's economy. Number 5. Sudan. The gross domestic product GDP in Sudan was $34.33 billion in 2021, according to the official data from the World Bank. The GDP value of Sudan represents 0.03% of the world. Sudan's GDP growth is driven by mainly mining and agriculture, and the inflows from oil, transit fees, and the Transitional Finance Financial Arrangement (TFA) with South Sudan. 4. Uganda, with a gross domestic product of $50.5 billion. Uganda's economy is the fourth largest economy in Eastern Africa, representing 0.03% of the world economy. According to preliminary data, annual GDP growth accelerated to 4.6% in the 12 months to June 2022, up from 3.5% in the previous fiscal year, driven by improved momentum in the service sector, a surge in mining output, and a steady growth in agricultural output. The country of Uganda is endowed with significant natural resources, including ample fertile land, regular rainfall, and mineral deposits. Number 3. Tanzania. The gross domestic product in Tanzania is worth $67.7 billion, making it the 11th largest economy in Africa and the 3rd largest in Eastern Africa. Tanzania is largely dependent on agriculture, accounting for about half of the employed workforce. According to the official data from the World Bank, the GDP value of Tanzania represents 0.02% of the world economy. Kenya ranks as the 2nd largest economy in Eastern Africa and the 6th largest economy in Africa, with Nairobi serving as a major regional commercial hub. Kenya's growth is driven by tourism, financial intermediation, agriculture, and construction. In recent years, the economy has seen much expansion, seen by strong performance in tourism, higher education, and telecommunications. Number 1. Ethiopia. Ethiopia tops the list of the largest economies in East Africa with a GDP of $111 billion. Agriculture accounts for almost half of Ethiopia's GDP. Primary industries include mining and petroleum, agriculture, and more. According to the IMF, Ethiopia is one of the fastest growing economies in the world and one of the fastest growing non-oil dependent African economies in recent years. The country has the largest economy in Eastern Africa and is concentrated in the services and agricultural sectors. The GDP value of Ethiopia represents 0.12% of the world economy. Thanks guys for watching. Please share your views in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe for more videos like this. Otherwise, thanks for watching.